you enjoy it and that you have a blast and that you become a part of.
Am I streaming? Am I live?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. And where can I check the chat?
I will check it and give you questions.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna be playing a little bit of Karting Superstars today. And I'm quite excited because I get to talk about what we've made, which is a product that I'm very much into. And I guess right now I'll start with customizing my cart. Well, although I really like what Caro did with her cart here, but I'm just gonna make my own. I'm gonna go with, let's go with something red for today.
Wait, then that is asking where is Bruce?
Where is Bruce? Oh, I'm not sure where he is. He must be sleeping upstairs. Okay, so if anyone is a fan of red cars, I'm gonna be using your favorite colors today. Oh wait, no, hold up. I need some yellow in here. Get that Ferrari Le Mans 5. Actually, you know what? Let's go full on Ferrari Le Mans, because, well, they did such a fantastic job this year. And I'm gonna be playing some hardcore today, and actually I'm gonna be trying my best against, how about I try my best against 102. Well, 101. Let's try 101. Qualifiers, I need to qualify, otherwise I'm never gonna win. Qualify once, 2 laps I'm gonna do. And then the race duration, let's do 5 laps. And I'm gonna do an actual tournament today. 5 races, how's that? 6 races. We're gonna do 6 races. And how about that? Yeah, I like this nice and traditional format. And I can take advantage of this new thing which we added. It doesn't have an image, but it's random, so I don't know what we're gonna get. We're just gonna get six tracks. Okay, we got Sienna twice. Oh, reverse circuit twice. Okay. Maybe we need to do some refinement there to make sure that you don't get duplicates if you pick random. Though, I don't know how to do that. But yeah. Let's see. I want to do Sienna. I want to do Maple Ridge. I want to do Hidden Lake. I want to do Centrifuge. Sugar Hill Reverse. And then how about another Centrifuge? This time, the club one. Oh, I forgot to change the helmet. Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well. Helmet. How are we gonna do this? For this. White, red, yellow, light blue, dark blue, purple. A little bit Italian. Make it a little bit more blue. I like greens that are closer to cyan than yellow if they're dark greens. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling too much with this. I'm gonna go with that. Ooh. Rescued a bunch of the track selection. That was unexpected. Okay. I'm gonna try my best against this AI. Ooh. Okay, so Sienna, I'm quite familiar with Sienna. The physics for Karting Superstars were first made here, so this is the track I've had the most time in. Wait, we have collisions for qualifying? I wasn't... that makes it extra interesting. I'm just blocking Tony Kanan's lap right now. I'm sure if this were real life, he'd have a word with me at the end. But this is Karting Superstars. He doesn't have a say in the paddock because we don't give voices to the AI. So I'm not gonna hear about it. I'm very sorry, Tony. Okay, I'm in 8th place. That's a decent start. Let's see. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit aggressive on the curves, but I feel like this is a decent lap. I'm not sure if it's gonna be good enough for pulling 101% AI, but it's the best lap I could give. Oh, what? 11th? Ooh, that isn't good. Win against every AI driver. What? Why did I get the achievement? Okay. Maybe Caro hadn't beat Gina de Souza yet, and now we've beaten all the AI. At least once. I'm not sure how that works. Okay. So I'm starting pretty far back, and I really want to win this tournament. I'm not gonna be clean, you guys. Wait. I'm just gonna barge my way into the front if I can. Which, in this first corner, ooh, yeah, okay. Giving them a little bit of space here. Okay, up to 7th. That's not bad. 8th place after the first few corners. That's pretty good. Oh, look at them losing time. We like that. I'm gonna try and pass Sarah here with a bit of a lunge. And I'm 5th. Okay, that's not bad. Got 5 laps to pass the rest of the guys. I'm not sure if I can. Really not sure if I can. Let's hope it doesn't end in tragedy, because it sometimes does. I feel like I'm slightly out of the slipstream right now, so I'm trying to catch up and just inch my way to the front slowly, because they're gonna be... They have drafting and they're gonna be getting closer to each other, so maybe they lose a little bit of time. That gives me an opportunity to get close. Leah Hastings in front of me with a new color scheme from Circuit Superstars. This time it's bright yellow and purple, referencing some legend of the sport that perhaps you guys can guess, which here at the studio we're big fans of. Okay, 4 laps out of 5. I haven't managed to get any closer. Well, no, actually I am closer, just not enough. Even though I'm really trying here. Let's see if I can end up in 4th place. Oh, I don't think I can. That's too far from me. Oh, they're losing a little bit of time. Yes! Dino, no. I love Tino Lopez's color scheme, by the way. Okay, that wasn't too bad for starting in 11th place. Is it 11th or 12th? I went up 7 places. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, I say. I'm quite happy with that. Overall, I'm really happy with the AI in this game. They're not perfect, and they still have like their moments where they don't behave. But I feel like we've made really good progress with them, and especially with the karts being more like a physical interaction kind of racing vehicle. I think they're doing a good job right now. Oh, why am I starting 9th? I forgot to put qualifiers on each race. Oh, well, we'll see how we do. I think this is random. So I'm gonna try my best to win the tournament. I should have paid more attention to the race setup, but that's okay, because qualifying on every race, that would make for a longer tournament. This is gonna be a little speedier. We're gonna get to racing a little bit sooner, which is quite fun. Sarah, all right, and once again trying to get to 4th place. But this time I want to finish in the podium, which they're not making it easy on me. These guys are really fast. So one of the toughest things about making a game with so many cars, like Circuit Superstars had, was making the AI work for all of them. But in this case, with only one type of car, we can tune the AI quite granularly if we want to. And it's not easy to tune the AI because their lines don't match with the lines we give them. Like, they're driving a car, they're aiming to the line, but they're ultimately not driving over the line. So we don't always know exactly where they're going to be driving. We have to observe them. So through observation, we can adjust the line. But if you have a bunch of cars, then you adjust the line too much for one, and then on the other cars, they may be crashing against walls or taking penalties, so you can't be like too confident that the adjustments that you're making to the AI will yield good racing on other categories. So that's why I'm really enjoying the AI in this game, because we can really dial it in as much as we can and make the superstars really fantastic drivers to race against, which I think, like right now, my experience, genuinely, I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm super happy. Ooh, look at that. She just passed me. Push her way into 2nd place. That I really like. I really like that they can do that. They're not like just passively sitting there behind you unless you make a mistake. If you give them a little bit of room, they will pass, and I love that, because I've played a lot of racing games. It's not always the case. I think that's something we can celebrate as a team that we have. Oh, look at the crowd there. They're so cheerful. I love it. Okay, I'm not very good in this track. It's quite new. I would say this is the track I have the least experience in. Tony Kanaan is starting really far back. Needs to practice. But he looks so cool. Look at that. Why am I always behind Sarah? What? Oh, look at this mess. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh, what? That was too bad. I'm 11th. I'm 12th? I thought I was doing pretty good. I guess not. Ooh. I love Tino's liveries. Why? It's so classic. I just think it's like a timeless kind of color scheme. Looks sort of racy. Okay, I'm having to really take the grass on that section of the track. I'm not sure that's the fastest way. Ooh, Tony got pushed. Oh, what? He's trying to get back. No. Why? Leave me alone. Ooh. He passed. I couldn't do anything about that. Oh, I'm getting pushed. I'm slow. I need drafts. I'm too slow. Oh, they're losing time. Maybe I can climb up a couple of positions. Oh, look how precise they are. They're all hitting the plastic poles. I really pushed him wider. Ooh, maybe I can climb another position. 7th place. I would be fine for 7th. I started this race and ended up the first lap in 12th, so. Oh no, I may end up in 9th. I'm gonna block this area. Oh, I couldn't. Push him wide. Push him. Okay. I couldn't push him wide at all. 9th place. Okay. I need to practice on this track. Maybe qualifying as well would have helped. I don't even know. I don't know where I started, but it wasn't the best starting position, I would say. So I'm gonna go easy on me. I think I did fine on that race overall. I love this track. I think the game really suits these longer tracks now that we're so close to the ground. I don't know. Something about it feels right on this one. And this first section, even though the first lap is an absolute chaos. Oh my god, look at this. 12th place. At least I didn't get a penalty. Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to try this tournament a second time, but with qualifying in every race, that I can see if I get a better chance to win it. I don't think I'm nowhere near winning this tournament. Oh, that was painful. I'm really losing time now. I'm so far back. I don't know if I can catch them. Oh, at least one of them. Pushing wide. Yeah, not feeling generous today with my track space.
Alberto, Nico asked if the pit lanes have any use in the game.
Who? What was the question?
Do the pit lanes have any use in the game?
Right now they don't. They're there. We've played with the idea of pit stops because earlier in the development we did try them out, and I don't know, there was something cool about it. It was like a mini F1. It felt quite cool, but at the same time we wanted to do a fair representation of karting initially, and the best way for us to push us to experiment and really lean into the theme was to not rely on pit stops as a strategic element, and then start to think about what else could we do to replace them. So we have a couple of ideas, nothing that we're ready to ship yet, but we have a couple of ideas of bringing in some strategic elements to the game outside of pit stops, and yeah, just really force us as game designers to come up with creative ways that feel like mechanics that belong in the world of karting, but at the same time add a good layer of strategy and fun and just something new, you know. However, there's no reason why they can't coexist. I think if the player base was open to it, it would be cool to explore pit stops in this game. From this perspective, with our art style, I think they're quite novel. Oh, 8th place. So yeah, right now, as you can see, the pit stops, the pit lane is there, really just decorative at this moment, not fulfilling any role. I hope that answers the question. I went on way farther away from the question, but yeah, it's a fun topic to explore, a real element of strategy in racing games. Sugar Hill. Okay, where am I starting? I didn't see. Oh, that's pretty good. 5th place. Let's see how I do. I wonder if I can win one race. Oh no, I lost a bunch of time there. 3rd, okay, that's not too bad. And I don't think they're like extremely fast in Sugar Hill yet. Oh, she pushed me. That is ruthless. Can be ruthless as well. What I really like about racing the AI is that you lose one place and there's gonna be another one right there to take advantage of the fact that you went offline. You really need to be perfect to keep your place and to move forward in this difficulty, which feels very reminiscent of karting. And I did karting earlier in my teenage years, and I've always kept loving the sport and constantly watch karting races. And in the very, very high levels of karting, it very much is like this. They're just like bumper to bumper fighting for position. It's incredible. I think it's hard to feel as passionate watching it as it is when you're watching like a big series, because there's very little awareness to know who the drivers are, and like the involvement you feel towards each one is not as high. So unless you have someone that you're rooting for because you know them, I don't think it's as common to feel the level of excitement that you feel when you watch F1, because there's just so much narrative around F1. But I think it's the best racing out there. 4th place. Ooh, well, I moved one spot up. That's not too bad. Ended up in, well, what would have been a 3rd place, tied with Danny, but I don't think the game is gonna grant it. Oh, there's another race. I have an opportunity. Oh, I'm not starting too far ahead today. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, what? That was a very good race start. I don't think they're very good at handling those first corners side to side. Like, they're fast, but they're not extremely aware. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, a penalty. What? Stop it. I think I can win this. I got the draft. I got the motivation. And I got a bumper to hit him with. Oh, I pushed him offline just enough. Not the cleanest overtake, but I gave them 101. They're technically cheating. So, oh, the AI, if they're set at 100, they drive as best as we could make them. So that's the absolute best they can do just driving the exact same car that you're driving. And if you go above 100, then they start to have a better car than you do. Which in some cases, oh no. Like eventually humans end up beating the AI. We just have such more nuanced interpretation of what's going on with a physical body that we're moving across space. So the AI is good. They definitely have that was not clean. They definitely have a lot of like resolution because they can get feedback so quickly. But ultimately, their strategic mind is not as advanced as ours. I won a race. Tony ended up second. I think I got a podium. Yes, that's a podium. Second place, 101 with a random starting grid. Okay, maybe I can bump it to 102 and do qualifying. Qualifying each race. That's it. I'm gonna do one lap, just one lap, so that it doesn't take forever. And yeah, let's do the same tracks but in reverse. Reverse. Did I do? Oh yeah. I feel like I missed one. Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't make them 102. 101 is still pretty fast. Let's see. A 102 and 101. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Okay, let's see. Oh no, full reverse. Yeah, okay. All the reverse tracks. Let's see. Okay, so this time we're gonna be qualifying. I got second place in the last one with cheaty AI. So let's see. If I qualify, shall I do better? Or maybe I was getting benefits from starting randomly a little farther ahead than last place and then pushing my way through. I think in some tracks I'm gonna be okay, but in tracks like Hidden Lake, I'm not sure. I don't think this was a good one. I think I'm gonna be last. Oh no. So every percentage above 100 that you bump is gonna be approximately 0.1 second, a tenth faster. So if you were to bump them 105, it'd be like a half second faster than Superstars. And I think that starts to get really impossible to beat. Maybe a few players can do it, but not many. I want to see that. I want to see how far can humans go in a tournament against the AI. How many points above 100 can they go? And can they go that far on both sliders? Because we have the range. So you can choose you can choose two sliders, and those will determine the fastest and the slowest, and then the range will be just evenly distributed. So if you pick 105 and then 100, There's gonna be 1 at 100 and 1 at 105, and then you will get a sprinkling in between. Oh no! Help me! I think we're missing the apex on those corners a little bit. Maybe the line can be improved there just a little bit. But I like how clean they are. With their line, not with the racing. They're not clean. Look at them. Look at them. I'm gonna push him wide. They're losing time. Maybe I can gain a couple places. Oh, I'm getting closer. I don't want to lose time here. Oh, I had two options there: to just like launch my way and gain a place, or to be clean, stay close, and then have the opportunity to gain a couple more places. And then they were dirty, and I got 2 places, so it was a good move. I got 2nd place from last place. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Sienna reverse. I like this track, although it's very dangerous. There's leaving the hairpin. If you stay too wide, you're gonna run into issues. So hopefully we don't get that. That this race is dangerous right now. We need to change a little bit of that wall behind it, the hairpin right there, so that you don't end up outside the track, blocked between trees and a wooden fence. Let's see how I fare in this quali session. Better than 12 would be nice. Oh! I'm not feeling this is a good lap. Maybe I should have put 2 laps on qualifying, because the first lap on quali is not my strong suit, I feel. I got 2 places, it's not too bad. 10th place, beating 2 drivers. I like this new interface from Circuit. We didn't have this, but now we do. Yeah, Hastings got a point. She climbed 1 place. Okay. Let's see. I really like the rolling starts.
White Band 9 is asking what numbers are the levels over in the game? Superstar 100, Master 95?
No, so Superstar is 188. So that's the range of Superstars. And then Master, I think they have an overlap. I'd like to check. I'm gonna give you guys the numbers. Post a little reference so that you guys know what difficulty you're in. Like if you're racing Master and you feel like they're just a little bit too slow for you, but not all the way to Superstar, maybe a custom difficulty would be perfect. And then if I tell you guys the numbers, then the perfect difficulty can be crafted. Oh, I'm gonna try and put like a little chart to track where each difficulty is. But yeah, Superstar is 100 and I think 89 or 88. That's the range, and that's there for like one of the reasons why it's good to have a range is if you're in a tournament and oh, I got distracted and just messed up my corner. If you're in a tournament and they're all 100, they're gonna be their chances of winning a race are even, and that's gonna make them in a tournament less competitive, because they're just gonna be taking points away from each other. Whereas if you have a distribution, then what the game does is that it checks who is qualifying first on the first race, and then depending on where on the starting order of the race, the game will grant each AI driver a skill based on this range of superstar difficulty. So the goal is you're gonna get a rival. Some drivers will be doing better than others consistently through the tournament, and that makes it a little bit more fun, because if you're getting good results but the AI is getting results all over the place, you wouldn't get any like close competition in the tournament. But if they're getting good results consistently, then you get a proper rival, and that carries over from race to race. So after the first race, the skill is determined by the points. So in this case, Kanu is gonna have 102, and the worst driver is gonna get 101, because I gave them a very short range right now. So they're all really good, but Kanu should be consistently a little better than the others. So he's gonna be qualifying a little higher, racing towards the front more often, and overall that's gonna give me someone to chase in the tournament. And that was a design decision that actually came from Mario Kart, because I noticed that in Mario Kart you get this consistent results in tournaments, and that makes them really fun to race against, because you get like a little bit of rivalry against 2 or 3 drivers. The rest are just like maybe you don't pay attention where they are, but you notice the first 2 or 3. And in this case, I think it happens the same thing, where you start to notice who's finishing first, and then you don't really know what the order the rest of the field has. This wasn't a good lap. I should probably focus during qualifying sessions. Oh no, atrocious qual. I hope that answered the question. How am I 20? I'm third in this tournament? Why? Oh, because I won the first race. Did I win the first race? Second place? I think I got... I don't know what I did. I'm talking too much. Let's see what I can... Oh, this first few corners are always tricky. Oh, what? That was clean. What? How was it so clean? It's never that clean.
Alberto, when you race cars, what kind of tuning do you do to the engine so it's
The engine? So for the engine, you would have to choose... Oh, okay. When I was racing, what kind of tuning would I do to the engine? So there were a few things we could do back then. So when I raced in Cadet, you couldn't touch the engine. You would only pick the gearing ratio for the track, because all the engines were standardized. But then when I was racing what was then called Super 100 or Formula A, so you would do the same thing. You would pick the gear ratio, which would be fun in Karting Superstars, to pick the gear ratio per track. Actually, I really like that idea. And then you would tune the carburetor, make sure that it was properly set up for the height, the atmospheric pressure, would like force you to make some adjustments. And then also, if you run it too lean, it was a little faster, but you could blow up the engine. And I never had a computer. I wish I did, to check the temperature, because I blew a couple engines. And it was a shame. I lost a couple of races like that, and it was heartbreaking. So yeah, we would also cool down the engine with. I raced like when I started racing 100s, they started to look like this engine. So this is an X30, but back then it was Formula A, and they looked like this ones, but they didn't have a clutch. It was just direct drive, no starter. Now they have a starter. That's super nice. I would really love to drive one of these 125cc. They were 100cc. I don't know why they bumped them up to 125. My guess is that because the clutch makes you lose a tiny bit of power, they compensate with a bit more cylinder volume. So, but overall, they're probably faster. Yeah, that was really it. Sometimes we would open up the engine and like smooth out any surface where the gasoline would flow. So the like just a minor tune-up to remove any roughness from the metal, from the channels that surround the what's it called, the head of the engine's channels, where the gasoline flows around the or into the chamber. So I don't know if it made any difference, but in Mexico they would advise us to like try and get a little bit more power through those things. 6th place, that's not too bad. But that was it. I think back then the people racing shifters were getting like, we're doing a little bit more to their engines. They were motorcycle engines back then. And it sounded like it was fairly expensive to tune them up. But they could get like a couple of horsepower extra if they did.
John asks, what goes into picking the sky and instant background for the track?
The sky? Oh, that's a good question. I think, well, we don't have too many options right now, so I guess it's just like a vibe. Whatever vibes with the trees and the lighting. That's the only judgment call I've been using for picking the sky. Like, yep, that feels good. And then try and match it with the color palette, the trees, the atmospheric lighting that we have. Yeah. I wish there was more to it. I would really like to spend some time working on skies, and like a dynamic sky would be cool to tune it like more granularly, because right now these skies are an image, but there's new technology to make like clouds, and you can really customize the way you make a sky look with these ones, which is a lot of fun art-wise. I'm doing terribly in this race. So this is where I want to add the ducking mechanic. Just have something to do in the street that makes you like inch your way towards the front a little bit, or at least feel like you're doing something.
Alberto, what are the next things to expect for Karting Superstars?
The next things to expect, so there's gonna be a patch today. So bug fixing. We're still working through the initial release like wave of information that we get from players. So addressing what there is now, just making sure that it's tight before we start building more. So that's been this week, and then following the next week, what we would love to do initially, at least in the sort of short term, is introduce new tracks slowly. Each one takes time, so We want to keep adding to them, making new tracks, but it's not gonna be like extremely fast paced because they do take time, but that's what we want to do. And then we also want to keep expanding the customization options, so a couple liveries. I'm looking forward to making some racing suits because we only have one right now. It would be good to have at least 2 more fairly soon to give more options. Bring it in line with what the carts have right now. And then feature wise, there's like the systems level stuff. We've talked about wanting to build, why did I put collisions on qualifying? Wanting to build spectator mode and improve the networking. That's like the main goal we have with system wise. And then I would say mechanics wise, there's ambition to bring in some strategic elements to the game. And so figuring out what we want to do there and how we want to implement it and go about it. Some of it will require art, so if we add any mechanic to draft with your body, then we need like a little system to do that. Animate the drivers, then route it to the physics, make it compelling, make it fun, test it, and then release it. Not sure what it's gonna look like, but we've been thinking about it for a while, so yeah, hopefully we get to work on that soon. But yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff we're thinking of and actively working on. So yeah, between content, features, and mechanics, we got our hands full with this project, and we're loving it. We love karts. I don't know, it's just a lot of fun to work on. It's a lot of fun to play for us, and that makes it super motivating to keep adding to it because we just enjoy playing it. We enjoy the visuals. Oh, I guess I didn't mention, but this is something that perhaps it's been or players could imagine if they saw the posts of the visual changes that we were experimenting with for the environment. So we still want to push the visual quality of the game forward and make the grass like look a lot nicer, and just adapt to this perspective and take advantage of the fact that we're so close. Make things look a little bit more grounded in reality, but still charming, still colorful.
Alberto, somebody in the chat asks if you're using brakes at all or just throttle management.
No, I do use a brake. I like braking in this game, but it's brief. I don't use it like for long periods, but like I brake on this corner, so I'm just gonna narrate. Oh, what happened? My race got undone. Windows decided to change focus. No, yeah, I definitely brake. So it's just a tap, usually just a tap, perhaps a long tap, but like there, I definitely braked and then released the throttle for a bit. On this one, I don't do anything. On this hairpin, I like to brake as well. Because one thing I find in this game is that there's 2 ways to try and find speed. One is to keep your minimum speed pretty high, but also it's quite beneficial to just cut distance, and it's not always clear what way is fastest. So I find that when it's better to cut distance, the brake is really helpful for that. So you may feel like you're going really fast by not using the brake and keeping your minimum speed really high. But yeah, in my personal experience, using the brake to just rotate the car a little faster and cut some distance, sometimes it's a better way, at least for me. Oh no! I don't know why on this version we run into that sometimes, but we have a great thing, which is we do save the free play, so I can keep going. I'm not sure why it's happening. Sometimes we get that.
Alberto, are there
So-
plans to release different levels of carts in Queso?
Are there plans to release different card levels on Queso? Not at the moment. We love shifters. We would love to add that at some point. I think the best thing for us to do at this point, in terms of like adding fun to the game, would be to first focus on content, features that are like expanding the ways in which you can engage with the game, like making sure that the online improves, I think has a higher priority. And then adding strategic elements, I think, would also be more beneficial than adding a shifter. But once we're at a point where sort of the groundwork for all these things is there, then perhaps adding a new category would be the right time. But definitely I don't feel like it's urgent, because the core experience is going to be similar, and as much fun as changing gears is, I think there's other work that we can do early on that can improve the game more. So we'll try and prioritize and find the right time to consider adding other categories. But if we did, it would probably be shifters, just because changing gears would be a lot of fun. I do think adding an indoor track would be a lot of fun, though. Just changing the atmosphere quite a bit. The style of tracks, like having no room for error, would be really fun, I think. With a track that just walls, you have no chances of going off or anything like that. I don't know how the AI would would deal with that, but that would be. I'm quite curious to get that in, get a track like that. Oh, that was a clean pass. Tanikokiri is really far ahead.
Nico asks if we will get lockup break.
Lockup breaking, I'm not sure if I can get it into this physics model. I really tried, but I didn't have a lot of time to experiment with it, but I definitely tried. I love the way the lockup sounds, because you shut down the engine for a brief moment and then it restarts. It sounds fantastic, and it actually works. We did add lockup braking, and the sound and everything was working, but it just wasn't fun to drive. It was tuned in a way that you just wouldn't feel. It doesn't feel right yet. So I think to add lockup braking, we need to do some work on the physics that I don't know if we're ready for at this stage. What's happening? That entire section I messed up. That's the thing with this track, is that. Ooh. Oh, she on her own made a mistake. That's good for us. Yeah, lockup braking I would love. The audio cue, it's so unique to karting as well. It sounds fantastic. But yeah, it would take time to get that in. I think it's not gonna be soon. Yeah, there's definitely other priorities that we want to tackle first, that we think will have a bigger impact. Like the audio, for example, we want to make sure that the karts sound like go-karts. Right now they don't, so a good two-stroke sound is something we're really keen on getting into the game. Oh, no! Why? I lost all my track placement here. Oh no, this is my worst race yet. Maybe I'm getting tired. I just need to focus. Oh, I love the car of Leo Hastings. I think it looks great. I only lost one place, so if you didn't see me race, you would think it was okay race. But no, I was second place at some point. Oh well, I did much worse with qualifyings. Although I did bump the difficulty by 1, so they were definitely significantly faster. Okay, I think that was a really good session against the AI. I'm gonna see what people are doing on Centrifuge. I wanna try put some times in Centrifuge. Let's see how far I can go. Oh, actually, I wanted to load the next ahead. Let's do it. Next ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna do like 10 minutes of time trials. But first, I'm gonna customize my kart again. I think I want to do like a yeah. If anyone can say which kart brand this resembles, let me know in the comments. So a good tip, if you want a good blue, don't saturate it all the way. It looks bad. Same with white, it's better to just lose a little bit of whiteness there. I think I'm gonna actually do this here. Helmet. Let's keep that helmet. Actually. How about that? That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna post some time trials. Centrifuge. I love that track. Makes me quite excited to keep having like this type of racetrack a little bit longer. Was there a song that had like number 9? I feel like there's a song that has the lyrics. In the lyrics, they say number 9. But in any case, we're number 9 right now. Okay, so first lap. Oh, what? Why am I against Nico Minardi? That can't be Nico, unless he hasn't posted a time that is quite fast. He must have done like a lap, because Oh, that wasn't a fast way to go through there. I like that livery. That's cool. Oh, this driver is using the jerk to rotate. Okay, I got some work to do. Okay, I'm losing some time there on the hairpin. And there. Ooh, no. I was overzealous with the track limits. No. That is not it. I got a really fast competitor so quickly. Oh, what? Oh, did I get a different one? That's interesting. This guy's slower. Or easy. Interesting. Maybe I really do need to use the trick of the dirt. I thought perhaps I could beat a couple more before I had to rely on such tactics. But to tell you the truth, I'm very bad at doing it. Oh, did I improve the time? Well, I improved mine. Bueno, I like that. I like the colors.
Alberto, somebody asked, any chance for pit stops to be added down to the road for rapid strategy?
So someone asked if there's a chance for us to add pit stops for added strategy. I would say there's a chance. We still aren't sure if it's the right way to go. We really want to make an effort to represent karting first before we add something like pit stops, because we know we can add them and they could be fun, but there's also at the same time there's something special about having the challenge of coming up with a new way to have fun in motorsport with karting mechanics. So that's what we want to explore earlier on, and then maybe further down the line, once we have those layers of like karting mechanics, then maybe adding pit stops makes sense. Or maybe we do it the other way around, add the pit stops and figure out the other layers afterwards. But I feel like there's gonna be less, because there's gonna be strategy already. it's gonna be less urgent for us to fix that or to imagine these new things. So let's see. We'll talk with the team and address what the best path is, because ultimately adding pit stops is quite viable. We know we can bring them in from Circuit Superstars, and I think they're a lot of fun. But at the same time, there's something special about treating this as a very exclusively karting game and trying to find the magic there. I think there's already quite a lot of magic here. It's the reason why we built this. We tested it early on and we were like, this feels right. We should pursue this.
Nothing, is there any more questions before we wrap up? Do you have anything else to say, Alberto?
Anything else to say? So I'm quite happy with the questions we've gotten. We already talked a bit about the AI. I want to hear from the community if they'd like to remove the... I feel like the answer is yes, but to remove the differences between grip on different wheels, because that's what allows for very snappy rotations when you put a wheel on the dirt. So maybe that's something we can do. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working more on this game, adding content, adding tracks, adding mechanics, and working on features that we're planning. I hope everyone who has bought it is enjoying it, and for anyone who hasn't, I hope you're interested and curious about to try it. You can download the demo and get a feel for the game. Ultimately, I do think AI racing has a lot of depth right now, and we think it's a fantastic offering for at the stage that it is. We know it's early, but we're extremely happy with the stage at where it's at and the amount of fun you can have. So hopefully you give it a go and enjoy it and play it for a long time.
Brenton asks, who's the fastest case upper?
Case super in the family? I don't know if my brother or me. Probably Charlie is faster. I think so. I think he's a little bit faster than me. But it depends. It depends how much time we spend on each track. Yeah, sometimes my brother and I will... Oh, what? I'm gonna beat this time? I thought that was a bad lap. Well, I didn't beat Bueno, but I beat my time by 5 milliseconds. Okay. That was it for my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you heard interesting pieces of insight as to how the AI was made and what plans we have. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to doing this again. And that will be the end of the stream. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.